Hi, it's Gillian Harris Worldwide Metaphysical Services, and you can find me at GillianHarrisWorldwide.com. I am under the gun now. I keep doing this piece. I did it a couple days ago, but I had cried so much prior that my eyes looked all red and whatever, everything. I said, okay, let me just give myself a day, take a minute, and then do this. We are talking about touch deprivation. Right here, right now, in the face of this COVID-19 social distancing thing, where everybody's looking at each other all funny. Somebody coughs and people are like, you know? I wonder, like, what would happen if I just ran up to somebody and just hugged them? I'm thinking, what is in the hug that could be so dangerous? God, we have to stay away from each other. Talking 6 feet apart. Really? I'm sorry. This is psychologically messing with me. And I don't know if it's messing with you too, but I figured let's talk about it. Touch deprivation is actually something that Western countries in particular have kind of been going through more than other countries because of technology. We work so much. There's so much workaholicism. And I am a recovering workaholic. I'm trying to be a recovering workaholic. But yeah, technology needing to go so fast, so much demand, for whatever we've got. Get it to us fast. And so technology, then our mobile devices. And then, of course, in America, at least, there's the fear of, being sued for harassment. You touched me. Stop touching me. What? Why are you touching me? That. So, yeah, we don't touch that much, and we're companion animals. We need to touch each other. And the truth of the matter is, it is life and death. Okay, maybe I'm being a little bit, just a speck dramatic, but only a speck. It really is something that's urgent to us psychologically, physiologically, and emotionally. They did a study in the 1940s. It was so stupid. It was so stupid. It was so stupid. Like brilliant, genius researcher people did this stupid study. Makes me angry when I think back on it. But they took a group of babies. They split them in half. Half the babies were dealt with in a sterile way. The other half were dealt with normal. What am I talking about? Okay. The babies are like in a hospital setting. They're being fed and they get washed, the bathing, but touched minimally. And after that bathing and washing or feeding is done, they're just left alone to sit there, to lay there and just lay there. The other babies, on the other hand, they got fed, they got washed, they got cuddled, they got, the goo-goo, the gaga with the adults, and everything. And, and they felt the love and stuff. 4 months later, half the sterile situation babies were dead. Half of them were dead, duh. So, of course, they stopped the stupid experiment. Like, come on. Did you really have to do that in order to figure this out? One thing I want to say about that, those babies, they didn't really die. They left. In my book, I have a book. Oh, here it is. Most recent one. Have we met? How to Identify Your Reincarnated Loved Ones. It's a good book. Okay. There's a portion in the book where I talk about when does the soul join the physical body. And there's this whole thing about, the fetus, which is the physical body of the baby, right? It's just the physical part. The actual soul that's going to be in that fetus is not necessarily there those first 9 months. It's in and out. Back and forth, just like hanging out and hang out in the womb for a while, then go out there and do some stuff, and then come back and hang out in the womb. And then, fetus is doing fine. It's growing just fine. In and out, back and forth. And then at the birth, they actually join the fetus. But then for that first year, it's still so easy for that young one to go back and forth and in and out of the physical, that's how crib deaths happen. You put your baby to bed and they're like goo goo gaga. They're perfectly fine. They go to sleep. You go in the next morning and they're not there anymore. I mean, physically, but they look dead. They seem dead. They haven't died. They just left. It's so much easier to leave in that first year. And so I believe that for these babies that were in this stupid experiment, they were just like, peace out. The only thing that really makes me sad about it is that they probably left with the misperception that they were not loved and cared for. That so sucks. But anyway, so that's that. So we need touch. Hello. We need touch. And there are people that I love and care for so much. The guy in the book. This isn't actually him. You have to read the book to find out why that's not him, but he looks just like this. Cute, huh? Yeah. Anyway, saw him just the other day, and like he's my spirit family, and I just want to hug him. I just want to, and other people too, and I can't right now, and it's weirding me out. Somebody needs to just like let me hug them. Okay, let's talk about signs of touch deprivation. One of the first signs is aggressive behavior. Aggressive behavior, and I just lost my notes, but I'm going to keep talking while I look for them. Aggressive behavior in the form of physical aggression. That's not me. I don't do that. Or verbal aggression. I've done that. Impatience. That's what I do. Impatience. So I work on that. But yeah, that's absolutely a sign. Body issues. Touch deprivation can bring about body issues. And it can go either way. It can go anorexia, bulimia. I don't do that one. Slight touch of bulimia, but not really. Or overeating to fill the void. And unfortunately, that's me. Oh my God. And I've been seeing myself do ridiculous, stupid stuff in the last few days. I had a donut yesterday. I had a donut the day before. Actually, I went to the donut place, which was stupid, which is all in the midst of this. And I'm like, I want a donut. I need that glazed donut right there. And the guy gave me 3 donuts. He put 3 donuts in the bag. I wondered what was... And so there's another donut in the refrigerator, and I'm just really grateful that I'm controlling myself and not having all 3 of the donuts at one time. I mean, I have been on it, lost like 12 inches off my waist last year. I'm on it. I do not have time for this overeating thing. So I was really happy to get conscious, like, oh, that's what's happening. So as I feel myself wanting to eat stupid food, I will be like, okay, no, wait. Let me just hug myself right quick. High stress levels. Touch. We all need to, everybody needs to hug somebody at least once a day. And really, I believe we need 3 times a day. Everybody, every human being needs at least one hug 3 times a day. That's how I see it. And not a limp fish hug. Like, the limp fish handshake. I like a firm handshake. I like a real embrace. So we need this. And when we do this, every time we are touched, it relieves our stress. How about that? So, as a consequence to not having touch, our stress levels remain high, and it becomes difficult to unwind. That's an issue. Oh, and then I read, this is one of the main reasons for why alternative holistic therapies such as cuddle therapy, cuddle therapy are growing in popularity across the world as people seek to find ways to address their skin hunger and keep stress in check. I could be a cuddle therapist. I love that idea. Stand by on that. OMG. Loneliness. Let's talk about loneliness. So, loneliness is a thing. It's a thing, and that can lead to, and I want to back up on loneliness and not just leave it so fast, but feeling alone. And I've felt that. I've really illumined the fact that, I can't invite friends over. I can't. What the hell? I'm going to go see my parents today, and I can't wait to see them. I'm going to hug them against their will. Yeah, feeling alone, and it can lead to a thing in here where you think you're the only one. You feel alienated. Then you avoid social things because you feel uncomfortable with it. My workaholicism did that to me, where I would avoid social settings. And then when I was in a social setting, I felt so just awkward, like, you know, and I kind of had to relearn how to be social. I'm still in that process of relearning how to be cool when I'm in a social setting and how to relax. I'm learning how to chill the hell out. Crazy things we put ourselves through, but loneliness, and if we let our minds, you know, go an unhealthy way with that for a while, it can lead to certain mental conditions like depression, you know, and sexual dysfunction. I don't know why I'm laughing, because that last thing I just said, that's not funny. It's not funny. But yeah, if you let yourself stay all stressed out and stuff, then yeah, it can lead to things sexually. I have another channel where I talk about that more in detail. I'm going to keep Gillian Harris Worldwide. I'm not talking about that any further, but yeah, it's an issue, it's a thing, and yeah. Fear of attachment and unsatisfying relationships means that, you know, one of the signs of having severely suffered or being in the midst of suffering from touch deprivation is that you kind of created it. Oh my God, our inner reality is expressed through our outer experience. Like what we see and what we're living out here is a direct reflection of what's going on the inside. So if we've got a fear of attachment on the inside, we're going to, on the outside, attract or put ourselves in situations that are going to be unsatisfying so it doesn't work out, so that we don't have to worry about that attachment. But then that can be all part of the touch thing. We have to take action to make the touch happen. So we are just waiting till we can touch each other again. I'm looking forward to it. How about you? It's really grateful to hear. I know researchers all over the world are working as fast as they can to figure this COVID thing out. And then I heard amazing news out of Canada yesterday, and that was that a researcher had isolated the virus. I guess that's a good thing, right? Isolate that bad boy and then do some stuff to it. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. Yeah, anyway, more COVID-related topics coming up. I thank you so much for being here and listening and watching, and be well. And remember that, to me, one of the solutions, and I hope this resonates for you too, one of the solutions on this touch thing is, like, if we can't touch and stuff, let's say. If we can't do, let's speak. So if we can't physically express love and affection for someone, let's speak that love and affection for someone. Say it to them. That's a whole nother level of wonderful. All right, you guys, I'm Gillian. Remember, you can find me at GillianHarrisWorldwide.com, Gillian with a G. And I hope you'll stop by and stop back here again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.